Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have this look to share with you guys. It's actually a collaboration between me and another amazing YouTuber here that I'm subscribed to. I watch her videos, I enjoy her hauls and reviews on products. I'll leave her channel link below. Her name is Jasmine and I can't pronounce her last name. I think it's Erdel, but I'm not very sure, but her name is Jasmine. And I hope you guys go over to her channel to see her spring look. And I have no idea what she's going to do, but I guess that's the point, is the variety of this. So anyway, I'm gonna go on and start the look, but I wanted to just let you guys know that this is like the only palette I used for this entire look. This is the Sugarpill Burning Heart palette. I've had this palette I think since 2014. I got this during one of like the Black Friday sales they usually have, and it's an amazing palette, highly pigmented. However, if you can't get your hands on the palette, they actually now have the singles, so you can purchase the singles, and I'll leave a link to the Sugarpill site below. So anyway, I hope you guys like this, and feel free to thumbs up. Please do thumbs up. It helps our videos a lot when you guys thumbs up, and then leave comments below. Let us know what you think, or let me know what you think. Let me know what you think of the look, the techniques that I used, the products that I used, all of that stuff. Let me know if you have any questions, if you have any recommendations and things like that. But until my next video, I want to say thank you guys for sticking around, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye. Okay guys, I already applied my foundation and did my brows. I have a whole video on how I do my brows if you guys want to see how I get my brows done normally, so that will be linked in the description box for you guys. My foundation is the Burberry Luminous Dewy Foundation or something of the sort, but I've done a whole demo video and review of that foundation. I will link that as well for you guys. And I'm using the Cashmere Concealer, which was also reviewed in the video that I just talked about. It's also from Burberry. I use the shade 10 Chestnut, and that just kind of brings a natural highlight to my face. Now on the day-to-day, that's what I do. When I go to work, that's what I do, but when I film, I kind of up my highlights a little more, and so I go in with another shade that's just one shade lighter than the 10, and this is 8, and I usually only put it like on my forehead and under my eyes. I don't put it all over the highlight areas for some reason. Anyway, I just make sure that I blend it all together, and usually when I'm done blending my highlight in, I take the edge of the sponge and blend my highlighted areas in with my foundation, just so it it sits right. Then I set my highlighted areas with the Ben Nye banana powder, and do you guys see how it's not even like yellow? I didn't bake. Maybe that's the reason why I didn't bake. I just set it with the powder because that's, I don't know, that's the powder that was closest to me, and I kind of just missed using this powder, to be honest. And then for some reason I decided to carve out my contour area. I don't know why I did that, but now I'm just setting my entire face with my Black Opal powder, which I honestly just got today. I just got this powder today, and I got it in the shade 500 Dark. I think I may have been able to go with a shade darker than that, but this one works anyway. But yeah, so for the eyes, I'm using one palette for the eyes, and it's the Burning Heart palette from Sugarpill. I've had this palette since forever. Anyway, I started out with the orange color, and I used a fluffy blending brush just to get that color distributed nicely over the crease area and also on the lid, because I'm still gonna put a different color on there. Then I went in generously with that red shade because I wanted it to be very vivid. Not too vivid where it looks like my eyes are red like crazy red, but I wanted the color to really stand out. So I went back in with that color and just kind of blended it out till it looked as vivid as possible, but still not too overpowering. Then I went in with that deep dark purple, and that's pretty much going to be the last color in this. I didn't use a black, I didn't use a gray, I didn't use a brown. That's what I used to get my air quotes smoky look, and that's pretty much it. So I put in the purple color, I blended it out with the brush used for the red shadow without using more product, and sometimes when I would need to, I would get a little more product as well. Then I'll put a little more purple back. It's kind of what you do, you build, you blend, you build, you blend. So that's what I did till I got the intensity that I was going for. Then for the eyes, I used a base just so I can get the yellow color to pop. I used a base from NYX, and it's actually a I think it's a metallic pencil, and it's white, so it's not that regular white pencil. It's supposed to be a shadow pencil, I don't know, but I used that as a base instead. I basically put that all over where I was going to put this yellow color, and then I just kind of pressed it. It looks like I'm swiping, but I'm more pressing than swiping. I did that just to lay the color first, and then after, when I got the color where I needed it to be, I started to blend. So I took the brush that I used, turned to the other side, and started to go over the places where the purple and the yellow shadows meet, just to get that blended out.
And then I also went back in with the purple. You know, you just gotta blend, guys. You guys know how this works, so you do what you have to do to get everything blended. Okay, so I just wanted to get the inner corners popping just a little bit, so I used the highlight that I'm going to use for the rest of my face. And you guys comment below if the way that I applied my liner gave you any kind of anxiety, because even watching it, I feel like I'm stressing out. Like, I feel stressed just watching it. But I have curly lashes, so I have to be very careful to go behind my lashes when I apply liner. If not, it's gonna get the liner everywhere and just mess up my eyeshadow look. So, you know, I don't show it on camera all the time, and that's usually why I skip it, but I have to be very careful when I build the base for my liner. But anyway, we're done with the stressful part of this, and I think my liner came out looking, you know, halfway decent. Now we're back to the face. So I'm contouring with the contour palette from Black, oh no, it's Black Radiance. It's contour palette from them. I just put that basically in the regular contour areas, my cheekbones. I actually contoured the sides of my forehead, my temples, but I don't think I showed it. And then also the sides of my nose. And then I used the highlight in that same palette, but I did layer my highlight. So I also went over it with the Dior highlight, which is one that I use on a day-to-day because it's more natural. However, when you pair it with another one, it kind of just, I don't know, when you layer the highlights, it just makes it pop a little more. And that's what you see here. Blush as usual is MAC Raisin, and this time I tried to be light-handed enough because in my last video my blush was just to the 10th degree, so I tried to be, you know, just more light-handed here. So lining my lips, of course, is Chestnut from MAC because I'm wearing a nude lip, and the lipsticks that I used are from Ruby Kisses. I also picked them up just today and I actually like them. Only have a problem with the fact that they're referred to as matte lipsticks because these are anything but matte, and yeah, I did struggle a little bit because it was new. But yeah, I like the color. It's a pretty nice nude kind of mauve in color, but this color is just right up my alley. It's what I do. I love it. I actually put two of them together just to give some kind of dimension to my lips, and that is pretty much the end of this look, guys. I enjoyed filming this. If you guys liked the look, let me know in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think. And before I leave, I just want to say thank you guys for watching my videos, and I will see you guys on my next video. Bye!